You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 301.
Man, 301, man. I'm still Raspberry Ralph this week. Hopefully, the Patriots will win today. I'm not so hopeful right now, but
we'll see, man. For sure. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. X is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across the social media platforms.
On X, I'm JON 2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Let me give a proper round of applause this week. Another week, Super Bowl Sunday. Ralph, how you feeling, man?
Optimistic. I have to be. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if don't nobody, we've been the underdogs all season. I can't be like this now when the Super Bowl come up and all the world's eyes is on my team and its flaws. So I gotta be with it, bro.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, only time will tell what's gonna happen. So, like, if you had to give a prediction on the score, bro, where you going with it?
21-17 Patriots. What we talking about?
Okay.
I'm doing that. I'm like that.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. Honestly, I was actually thinking about this earlier. I think I'm gonna go 31-28 Seahawks. I think it's gonna be a close one.
I hope so because the talking heads will make you go one way, and then Drake putting $1 million on the Patriots does not give me any ease
at all
about the situation. So that means we're gonna lose.
That's a fact. Anytime he put money on you,
that's why I hope that whole Rico stuff comes down on Aubrey and Aiden Ross and all that stuff, because y'all still out here posting these publishing these headlines, Chime, knowing he's in a lawsuit, knowing that. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm off that.
Crazy. What
y'all doing though?
I'm good, man. Listen, man. First, I want to shout out one of my good friends, Drano. He got married to his wife over the weekend. Shout out to them, man. Hit the applause for that. Beautiful ceremony. Yeah, man. Beautiful ceremony. It was great, man. It was great.
Congratulations, man.
For sure. Outside of that,
welcome.
Right. Welcome to Maryland.
This is a real fraternity.
man, look, for real. Damn, you ain't gotta get jumped in for that. You ain't gotta get jumped in for that. That's just a choice. Hey. Real talk. Let me tell you how much I'm leaning into being an unk, right?
Okay.
You know what? I decided that I wanted to grill to have some ribs and chicken for the Super Bowl. So I last night I seasoned pause. I didn't know how to say this, but I seasoned my meat. I seasoned my ribs and chicken, and I got mad early. I started my fire at 7:30 this morning, knowing that we was recording this afternoon. I was like, let me go on and get this done because I want this today. So got the ribs done, chicken done. So listen, man, when we wrap up and edit and all that, smooth sailing the rest of the night, man. Hey, I can't wait either. I can't wait. So man, I'm excited. I'm excited for this game.
Hey man, me too, man. As a fan of the game, a fan of the team in the game, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit more, skin in the game when it comes to, cheering for it. Usually, the Super Bowl is just Super Bowl. You go watch regardless. But when it comes to your team being in it, hey man, D&D. The whole game. Don't send me no reels.
Nothing.
Like, I'm locked in. Man, I'm locked in.
For real.
Listen, I done seen stuff before. Like, we was down 28-3. People was on, back when, they played the Falcons. And, everybody was on the line. Everybody had something to say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when we did the comeback, nobody wanted to talk no more.
Ghost
Nobody.
town, crickets.
Ghost town. Like, no, I was like, no, answer the phone. Answer the phone. I had to go live on Facebook to prove a point.
Bro, I think I
That
remember
lets
that.
you know.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, exactly. Because
that's funny.
it was all fun then. It was all fun just a week ago. But when it ain't so fun when the rapper got the gun. All right.
No, that's
so
fact.
we wait until the game is over.
Hey, as they say, it ain't over till it's over, man.
And I'm just saying, I know a lot of y'all not used to good things in life. That's why y'all be hating losers.
No, that's a real thing.
When your team is consistently in the mix, I ain't saying winning. I just say consistently in the mix.
They're there.
It's always the ones from outside the club hating. Big hating.
It's true.
If you ain't cheating, listen, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing to do with me. I picked my side and went with it. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
And stay loyal. Team. Stay loyal.
Right? Is that, man? Listen, we was down for about 2 years. We weren't even down that long. Tom Brady ain't been gone that long, but we here.
We here, baby. That's funny. That's funny.
Now, man, what we doing, bro? Off the dome.
Off the dome.
I got one for you, bro. I think you'll like it. Music related. We are in the season of retirement albums. Retirement albums have always been a thing in hip hop. Most notably, Jay-Z did the Black Album in 2003. Then he never really stopped rapping. But, he did that. And then now we have J. Cole with the Fall Off, and even T.I. would Kill the King.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, who is a rapper? I wouldn't say worthy, but do you think that should get a retirement album? This is it. They get all hands on deck, whatever producers, whatever songwriters they think they need to curate a good album. Who you think gets a swan song of an album?
Good question. And this could be any rap. It don't have to be like a veteran. It could be anybody.
I mean, listen, don't be pulling JID out here.
Of course.
He ain't did enough to get a retirement album now.
Oh shit! Excuse me. I'm sorry. That's funny. That's funny. Of course not. Shit. Low key. Hey. Damn. If T.I. wasn't doing this already, my answer would be T.I. So gotcha. shout out to him for even doing this. Going on a run that he's going on right now. Let me think. Because I'm definitely thinking like Southern. But I don't know who.
Well, let me pull my answer out before you tell it.
Okay.
Brad Jordan, better known as Scarface.
Okay.
Scarface never really stopped rapping. He's been rapping since the 80s. I forgot his last effort, but Scarface really don't drop like bad albums. But at the same time, I would love to see what it looks like when he has all hands on deck, the right producers. Not to say he got to go get a whole bunch of Swiss Pharrell tempo beats. Like I'm not saying that. But if he locked in with like an Alchemist or something, like somebody like that to really give him the last hoorah that he deserves, especially being the hip hop legend that he is. Yeah. I would love to see Scarface get one more album, and then I know, Big Homie been sick a little bit. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing to happen to him. But I'm just saying, I would love to see Scarface get one more album.
I'm not mad at that. I like that. You know who I'm thinking, and this person isn't necessarily active at the moment, but his last few projects were just okay. Yeah. And I know that he could do a lot better. I think I'm gonna go Jadakiss. Like I would love Jadakiss. I would love if we could get like an all hands on deck type of situation as far as producers, beat maker, whoever, to be able to provide Jadakiss with that album that's that one last one that just hit hard. I'm talking guest features from the Locks, of course, whoever else you want to have on there, but we haven't so personally I like Jadakiss albums. Like Kiss of Death is one of my favorite albums. Like that's one of the first albums I bought with my own money. Like I love that album, right? but his discography solo wise isn't the strongest.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and with that, I think him being able to pull an all hands on deck type of album for his last album, I think will be super dope.
You know what's so crazy? Jadakiss has had the access to all the beats, the producers, the writers,
Hey,
and the albums have been what they've been. Like,
maybe he need the other ones then. Like,
don't
get with the Alchemist, get with Conductor, like get with somebody else. No more for real.
Right. No more of them. Like, because I mean, when Jadakiss had the mainstream push, he had it for sure. Like, I just know that Scarface, like, you know, not to compare apples and oranges per se, but I know Scarface started the Ghetto Boys, and then his solo career, mainstream wise, was not that, you know, long lived. Yeah. And then immediately went to like independent underground, if you know type of artistry, right? Mm-hmm. I think Jadakiss, if you drop the album tomorrow, people still go no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say a song will be on the radio. But then again, hey, I'm not knocking it. That's your choice. But you know, we just here to debate.
Yeah, and true. And what people know, for sure people will know, but
yeah,
I don't know if they're gonna be really running to listen to a Jadakiss album like that. Not today.
That's fair. If you dropped it right after the verses or something like that, it might have been up. Like, it might have been up.
But yeah, like if he announced that he dropping the album next month, like, be like, okay, right? So yeah. I'm
if he dropped the album and didn't have Fat Joe on it at this point, and they do the podcast together.
I mean, is it funny? Yes. Would I be surprised? No, I ain't gonna be surprised. So yeah, man. No, that was a dope question. So for my off the dome, listen, man, we're coming off the Christmas holiday break with as far as like TV shows, and we're in that early part of the year where it's not really like a lot of movies and things coming out like that. So we try to fill our time with whatever type of media that we can, right? So I wanted to ask you what show, movie, or website or piece of content is your guiltiest pleasure right now at the moment?
Guiltiest pleasure. Guilty pleasure would require it not being good, right? Like not of the masses. Like
we could do that.
Yeah, because like I could easily say like Game of Thrones, the seven dragons, whatever the shit called, 7 kingdoms, Night of 7 Kingdoms. But that's not a guilty pleasure. Like I think if you just watch HBO and watch that ethos of Game of Thrones and stuff like that, that is what it is. When it comes to like guilty pleasures, it's more so like movies that don't make sense, right? And I miss those. I can watch American Pie because it ain't nothing but 90 minutes of teenage hormones.
Right.
I can watch The Day After Tomorrow because you know what? We go talk about global warming and how it's going to destroy the earth. And I just don't want to think about nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we've gotten to a place where in Hollywood that, you know, every movie is sinners. Every movie is one battle after another. It's some deep, dark thought on it. And
it's
some
true.
Some movies are just rat race. Like some movies are just like, it's just 90 minutes of it's Super Troopers. Like it's nothing. Like it is a nothing burger. And you watch it and oh my God, I can just, you know what I'm saying? So those types of movies, like mid 2000s movies where it really lacked a rhyme or reason, really are like guilty pleasures for me. And maybe it's a bit of nostalgia to it. But hey, those movies made money. Those movies are cultural like classics, cult classics. So I love those types of movies. So yeah, that's my guilty pleasure.
I got you. No, that's what's up. Yeah, you're right though. Sometimes you need just a release from reality. Like, let me just watch some mind numbing stuff. So for me, hey man, look. Shout out to my wife. She done put me on to the Bravo. What's my man name? Andy. That run all like the housewife shows and shit.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Hey man, Housewives of Potomac. Shout out
to they're just married nigga stuff, man. They don't count.
Look,
you don't cut this on your own though. That's why I call it cut. That's why I call it bullshit.
Listen, but
it's on the TV and you want to watch stuff with your wife.
Man,
as married man, I understand and I identify, so I'm not messing with you on that.
Cut
that on yourself.
No. I'm to the point now where I gotta remind her, hey, Housewives on tonight. So yeah. And if I watch it by myself, then it's a problem. So hey,
Yes,
it's a problem.
That can't be
So,
on your side of the DVR, bro. Like that
no,
can't be on.
bro. It's on it airs on Sunday, so the next day is on streaming.
Yeah.
So I'm at work on Monday, like, hey, babe,
Tapped
you
in, like,
know
hey,
what today is, right? You know what today is, right?
We watching that at dinner tonight, right? Like,
look, glass of wine, some popcorn, goddamn.
Hey, talk, yeah.
I love it here.
Listen,
I love it here.
Listen, I ain't mad at you. I understand that. Listen,
Damn, man.
I gotta do real housewives and love and hip hop, all that shit in this house. I understand.
Listen, man. Shout out to Giselle, Wendy, Karen, Ashley. Shout out. That's nasty. That's nasty.
You know all of them. Like I can name like maybe two. Like you name the
whole cast.
No, you watch the credits.
And the after show. I'm just saying. I need to know. The recipe behind what's going on. The husband, like all that shit. I do.
Like you said, guilty pleasure.
Hey man, look.
I love it, bro.
That's so funny, but it's true.
But yeah, people, that was off the dome, man. If you can give me one rapper that deserves, or a group maybe that deserves a retirement album in hip hop, let us know.
For sure. And then what show, movie, website, or piece of content is your guiltiest pleasure right now, man? Let us know.
Yes, OS gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk. We got a few topics here on the OS news docket this week, and I will say few, but we gonna make sure we give y'all good content this week. But first, let's start with the 2026 Grammys. The recap, it happened last Sunday after we stopped recording.
Yep.
I think a very good night, very entertaining night. Johnny, did you get a chance to watch the show?
I did.
Okay. Did you watch it in its entirety?
Yes. I think I caught it in the middle of the opening act.
Okay.
It was like Bruno and some young lady. I don't know who it was in particular, but yeah, I was able to watch the whole thing. Overall, I think it was a good night. It was a really good night. I definitely expected some, not all artists to like call out the government and things like that. So that was interesting to see. I think Trevor Noah did good. Probably not his best of the last 6 years, but still good. I like Trevor Noah, and I think he's funny. I think he tried to go like real edgy with it being his last one, and maybe some of it stuck, some of it didn't. But overall good night though.
Yeah, to hold something 6 years in a row has to be a task. Like, I mean, imagine that your comedic rhythm does get stale. So maybe that's, maybe we just got tired of it. We didn't know. I thought he was funny in moments, like just like I always think he's funny in moments any other time I watch him. So I don't think he's side splitting hilarious, but he does have an intellectual humor that I do appreciate. But the show itself, like I watched it and I was actually entertained by this award show. Like entertained from every aspect, just the winners, the the political stances, even if you want to go that route, the performances, which we'll get to in just a second. Like I guess the theatrics of the show. Like this was a well put together show. The only critique that I have of it is that a lot of the awards that most people care about did come on the tail end. I mean, come before in the pre-show. However, the performances made up for, I guess, like all those awards that you would have seen getting accepted. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So let's start with the let's start with the performances because I think that was a key highlight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which one? I mean, listen, I think it was a lot of people's cooking. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I was thoroughly entertained, even if I wasn't like all the way hip. Like I was like, okay.
Same, and I'm glad you said that, right? Because I'm gonna be honest from my standpoint. Listen, it's a handful of white artists today that I know, and most of the non-melanated artists that perform, I didn't know. So the best new artist performers, I mean, outside of Leon Thomas, of course. Like I thought all of them were dope. Wasn't really not familiar with any of them, if I'm being honest. Like I think I've heard a few Olivia Dean songs. I did not know she was black, or Jamaican. Shout out to her. So that was awesome. That was dope. But Cat's Eye, we got like it was a smorgasbord of different ethnicities and backgrounds and countries in that. I'm like,
I'll be honest, I didn't know what that was at first. I thought one of them was the singer and the rest of them was background dancers. No, the whole group it's Selma. I'm like, that's a lot of people to be having the mic. Like,
Bro,
y'all don't.
you got a
Everybody,
black
like,
girl, white girl, Korean
that is
girl.
like
It's-
that is like the Pussycat Dolls times 10. That's kind of nasty. Like, and I'm not really rolling with it.
really.
I hope one of them out. In a sense, like I think you should cap a group at 5. 7 is crazy.
Hey man, look. Hey, Wu-Tang
That's-
Clan did it. Why not?
No, man, they ain't it. And you saying that saying Wu-Tang to me ain't gonna mean nothing. Like, all right, cool, but like that's a lot of people, especially in the singing group. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that like listen. Somebody can just be the dancer, and that's okay. Like,
They
you know what I'm saying?
they really did make the international Pussycat Dolls. You're right.
Yeah, listen,
You're right. They did.
And I was
They
like,
did.
and I was confused. I'm like, is this K-pop? What is this? Like, I don't know what this is because MTV or BET doesn't exist. Don't listen. I like my music to have racial, like racial guidelines, racial lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know that that's over there, and that's okay. I just want to know that it's over there. But I didn't know what that was, so I was confused.
We are the world, like all that.
I guess, but hey man, shout out to Olivia Dean. Like you said, I didn't know who that was at first. Like we've been hip to Leon. We talked about Leon a million times on this podcast. Shout out to him, and we'll get to the winners in just a second. But he did win Best New Artist, but he did win some Grammys though. But shout out to Olivia Dean for winning that category. But I did like the performance of making all the Best New Artists perform. But when I noticed that Addison Rae, the girl that be stealing niggas dances on TikTok, and now she's a pop star, I was like, oh nah, we cooked. We are cooked as a society.
I mean, how is it any different from what New Kids on the Block, New Edition, like all that kind of shit? Like it's been happening.
The difference between New Kids on the Block, they actually had talent.
Oh.
We talking about a girl that they done picked from TikTok, bro. Like, no.
That's where artist development come in.
Yeah. We say artist development be damned, huh? Like she did a few TikTok dances. We was like, hey, she can do some choreography. We just give her a song or two. Like, ta-da! Like, no.
Maybe that's the real AI artist. Maybe. Listen, we know she can quote unquote dance. Now all we got to do is just spoon feed her a pop song.
Like those pop songs, like that can be AI because it lacks soul. It does. When it comes to like our music, leave that stuff alone. You know, leave the rap and R&B, the country, the blues, that type of stuff that really needs emotion behind it. Yeah, y'all can be gone. But yeah, we off of that. Like that was the Best New Artist. Like I enjoyed the melody of that. Your boy Tyler.
Yeah, man.
Had a real cinematic, thematic type of performance.
Yeah,
I was just like, hey, get your ass off the floor, bro. Like, hey, all right, the performance over, bro. Like,
no, he did lay there for a minute too.
He laid there for a minute though. He was like, hey, all right, this is just a lot. But I mean, the performance was good though. I mean, going to you knowing what Tyler's capable of when it comes to his performance. What do you think of that though?
I enjoyed it. It was definitely I definitely don't want to say watered down, but a condensed version of his set from Camp Flog this year. Okay. Knowing that Don't Tap the Glass came out this year with Chromacopia coming out last year. I think it was real meaningful. He pretty much killed off the Chromacopia character and the Don't Tap the Glass character. Like he ran the Chromacopia character over with the car, and then he blew up the Tap the Glass character, when the gas station blew up or whatever. So I thought that was cool. Another thing I didn't realize or notice until after the fact, once the think pieces came out, is that he performed Thought I Was Dead, and he changed the whole verse. Like he addressed a lot of the backlash that he received from remember we talked about the backlash he received from like the D'Angelo post. Yeah. So he changed his verse to pretty much address like all of that kind of stuff. And I was like, I didn't even catch it in the moment, but I was like, this don't sound familiar, but I ain't, I just roll with it. Then they start putting up the verses side by side. I was like, oh, did not realize that. So
wow.
Overall, I thought it was a really
I like that when people do stuff like that for award shows. Like I can't be mad at nobody that taps into artistry like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then was Regina Hall or Regina King? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm getting
Regina Hall. Regina Hall.
Okay, I know one of the queens. My bad.
Oh no, I'm lying. Nope. That was Regina King. Regina Hall is Scary Movie. That's how I remember.
Regina King, yeah, Boys in the Hood, all that stuff.
Yeah. So Regina King. Okay. So that was dope for him to even have her Because I think she was also in one of his videos recently. But to have her as the buffer so he can change, he could do his wardrobe change to get to the second part of the performance. That was also dope. So shout out to Tyler, man. What other performance?
Bruno.
Yeah. Nah, I need to know what you think about. I need to know what you think about
that was it, man. Bruno's up there jamming, bro. I never hated on Bruno. Like, I just want to know what he doing with his album. That's the only thing I got. Like the performance was it. Like, I was like, hey, he out there like he jamming right now. Like it was a good performance. I think that's just Bruno's standard. Like, I don't think I'm like overly wild, but it's like it reminded me. Like, hey, Ralph, put some respect on my name, big dog. All right, you got it. My bad.
Now, I also enjoyed it, but you don't think it was Silk Sonic light? Like at least his appearance, the way he was dressed and all that.
Hey man, he been had to taco me down. I don't know what else to say. Like when I look at Bruno Mars, he's always been like this. I always feel like he's always been this. Like Bruno Mars doesn't have errors like anybody else. He just be taco me out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the only time he put on some real clothes was when he had to perform Finesse. Any other time it's just taco me. Like that's the only time he dressed like Elvis or Bobby Proud. Whatever y'all want to do. I don't know. Like it's like, but shout out to Bruno.
Elvis Brown. That's what.
Yeah, pretty much. The most bizarre performance I would have to say is easily Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
UConn, a big song, didn't require any of that. Like, why are you out there in your boss's big dog? Like, listen, I don't know, man. The industry got to check on Justin Bieber, bro. Like, y'all got to check on him, man. Is he all right? Is he good? Like,
I hope so. You don't think this was his version of a stripped down performance?
All right, yeah, I see what you did there, but that I was concerned. Like, I like UConn. UConn deserved a little bit more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like UConn's not a bad song. He got a few songs on Swag that are pretty good, but it's just like this ain't it as a performance.
The one thing that I did like and appreciate about the performance is that he cooked up the beat right there on the stage. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I seen that.
Like that was dope. But I mean, the whole performing naked in front of a mirror, I'm not sure of the artistic vision of where he was trying to go. I don't know.
Listen, I don't know. This ain't what Kanye did when he performed Runaway live. This ain't it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kanye produced that beat right there on stage. I was like, oh, okay, we cook it up now.
Right.
Like, and then, he went on and did his thing. All right, Justin.
Hey, at least we knew the mic was on.
Okay, let's get to this, man. Before we go slow roll into the D'Angelo tribute set. Okay. What do you think about just the tribute performances? Like, I know they were for the non-melanated people, as you would like to eloquently say, but what did you think about Reba McEntire and then the her tribute and then the Post Malone and Slash in them with the Ozzy Osbourne?
You know, the interesting point about Slash, like during one of Trevor Noah's like monologues when he was talking to people in the audience, Slash was like there in the background. I was like, is that Slash? That can't be Slash. Is that Slash?
Me too.
And then he performed. I was like, oh, that is Slash. So I was like, damn, shout out to him because that's a real legend, right? Yeah. Not gonna front like I know the Ozzy Osbourne songs that was performed, but shout out to Post Malone. Like I don't really have much for it for real.
Yeah, I would just say this. I was entertained. Like, I don't know Ozzy Osbourne music either, but hey, I like my music the white music to be over there with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Post Malone, if you came out to be the dusty country rock nigga that you should have been, you would never be on my hit list. Since you came out here with the White Iverson, fuck you forever. But he came out with some like I ain't gonna lie. He came out that red cup and then he put that bitch down, started singing. I was like, hey, that was smooth as fuck.
This should have been you the whole time.
I was like, man, that should have been you the whole time.
Right.
Why you why you afraid to be yourself?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man, but no, I mean, I'm not familiar with Ozzy. I know he lightweight hated black people too, so I ain't gonna get into too much of that. That's from what I've researched about him. But I mean, still a rock icon, but that's where it stops.
Yeah.
Because they gave the floor to who they need to give the floor to. And it was Lauryn Hill and everybody black.
Hey.
Everybody. Shout out to Lauryn Hill for being on time, man.
Man,
what do you have to say about the Lauryn Hill tribute to D'Angelo and Roberta Flack?
Hey, man, that tribute was biblical. Like, we watched such amazing mastery at work. Like
Yes.
anything and everything that we love and appreciate about the black community, black music, black excellence was there on stage during that tribute.
Yes.
So many
Legends and icons,
legends,
underrated,
icons,
underrated people. Like,
man,
you know what I'm saying?
voices, vocals, musicians, like everybody was on that stage and went absolutely crazy. I loved it.
Lucky Day, Leon Thomas, Raphael Sadiq,
Bilal,
Child Legend, Shaka Khan, Bilal, yes. Who else? Wyclef came out at the end.
oh my god, that was beautiful.
I'm pretty sure I missed somebody. It was just so much because Lauren kept. At first, it was kind of choppy. I was like, "Ooh, this is a little bad right now," because it's like she kept yelling names out, and they didn't come out like queued up at the right time. She was like, "Lucky Day," and then Lucky Day wasn't there yet. I was like, "Hold on, where is he at?" Like,
everybody was a half a step behind.
Yeah, but now eventually they caught the rhythm, and I was like, "Oh, they cooked up, bro." I am so happy that D'Angelo was honored at such a rate on the Grammy stage.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When he's uniquely for us. I hope that BET could possibly do something. But I don't know. It's kind of,
if they do it ain't gonna top that if they do.
You know what? I hate that the white award shows get the best black performances, like the best black tributes, because it's like, remember when Michael Jackson died? And I know you're gonna remember this, Johnny. BET they had to pivot the whole award show around Michael Jackson death, and you supposed to. Michael Jackson died. And Michael Jackson died 2 days before this. Hey, everything gets picked.
Don't matter.
Like, I understand.
Yo.
But MTV had a jump start, bro. Like, that was nasty. Like, MTV had the whole jump start. They had months to prepare. I said, shit. It was so nasty. I was like, God damn it.
Hey, man. This is how the stars aligned, I guess. But
that worked. But now, but just with the D'Angelo tribute, Bilal coming out, and they needed to give him a little bit more runway because bro was going crazy.
Man, listen, the spirit of D'Angelo was in Bilal that night. Because listen, they should have just let him perform. Well, not every song, but he was the perfect choice for that particular song. Like,
he's a singer, and people, if you know, you know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ, that shit was.
But hey, man, we spend enough on them performances. Let's talk about the awards that we do care about.
Wait, time out. Wait, my bad, bro. What you think about the Clipse performance?
There's nothing to talk about. It was alright.
Yeah, like Louis Vuitton Choir Road?
Hell no. That was for real, man. Like that was not. Listen, all right, man. You should have performed Birds Don't Sing, bro. Like, if you wanted to get me on that stage, like, that was, man, get out of here.
Nah, I mean, I think So Far Ahead was a decent song choice, but I think they should have did a medley of like.
They should have. You had John Legend right there. John Legend is right there. I know.
I personally was okay with Birds Don't, like, with them not performing Birds Don't Sing, but I think they should have did a medley of like 2 or 3 other songs from the album. Like, they could have did So Far Ahead, but then added Chains and Whips, and maybe POV. Tyler was there. Why not?
That's true.
But you know,
a lot of them people was there, but you know, it was cool. Yeah. I wasn't moved though.
All right, well. Never mind that. My bad.
Let's talk about the awards we care about, man, real quick. So you had Progressive R&B album, who was run by Duran Bernard. I was saying Baran. I was combining this first and last name. I know you. I mean, I could just name off who won. I just don't know what they won for. I know Leon Thomas won. I know Kehlani won. I know the Clipse won for Chains and Whips for best rap performance. You had Kendrick Lamar winning a few of them. I know Kendrick won for best rap album for sure. I know he won Song of the Year as well too. Song or Record of the Year. And
I don't know if it was record or song. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. It
was one of the other. I think it might have been record, because isn't that like the songwriters and stuff like that?
I believe Record of the Year. Yep. That was Luther, Kendrick, and SZA. I just pulled it up.
And then Cher, man.
Look.
Cher thought Luther veg. Hey, man. Johnny, you my brother, man. I hate to lose you in the physical, and you know, you leave us behind. But if I ever read your name on the card, I'm like, Johnny, he
and looking around,
looking for you, like, nigga, like, what kind of shit?
Hey, what? First of all,
That is crazy.
Cher is damn near 90. The fact that she was even up there, she gave a monologue, then walked off without even like saying the nominees. Like they had to tell her to go back. They had to tell her to go back out there and present the award.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Cher and Trump about the same age, and he running the country. But that's something else. My bad.
Jesus Christ, man, that was something. That was something. Shout out to Cher, man. Hey, she looked good for 85 or however old she is.
Right, man. What?
So yeah, man,
but
that was crazy.
No, it's just like it's like we can sit here and complain about like, we'll get to the clips in just a second, right?
Okay.
And how the Grammys have historically got it wrong and certain things like that. But I think they got it right with a lot of these though. I can't be mad. Like Duran winning progressive R&B, we was like, hey, Duran probably, Kalani, I was like, hey, listen, if Folded didn't win nothing, but Folded won something.
Folded won something.
Yeah, exactly. Leon got an Grammy or two, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up. I got the list of categories and winners, but this shit long as hell. I'm trying to get to it. Best R&B. Okay. Leon Thomas won Best R&B album for Mutt.
Okay.
Best rap performance, Chains and Whips. That's Clipse and Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Best melodic rap performance. That's Luther, Kendrick, and SZA.
Makes sense.
Best rap song is TV Off. That's Kendrick. Best rap album. Yep. Best rap album was GNX.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Sure.
How do you feel about that? Like, are you okay? Are you okay with Kendrick winning that over Clipse?
No.
And
Tyler? No, not
specifically for GN. We're talking about GNX, Chromacopia, and Let God Sort Them Out. Those are the albums that we're talking about.
Well, you can't never ask me about a Tyler album, so GNX will go over that to me.
Okay, well, GNX and Let God Sort Them Out.
No, Let God Sort Them Out is the album of the year. Like, I don't know why I understand, and now we get into the snub portion, right?
Yeah.
Were they snubbed for at least best rap album? Best album is something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. GNX, even though I think it's a strong album, I don't even think it's Kendrick Lamar's best album. But anytime he's in the best rap category, he has a tendency to win, just like most people, right? Like when Eminem is in the best rap category, he has a tendency to win. When Jay-Z most likely is in that category outside of the 0 and 8 year, he have a tendency to win.
Yeah.
Tyler usually wins a lot of Grammys too, so it's not like a bias per se. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at the track record of what they want to award, they award it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily say Kendrick bias. I just think the Grammy just they have their favorites. You know what I'm saying? And Kendrick is just one of them, but it ain't all that. Kendrick just opened his mouth, Grammy right now. Y'all get off his dick.
Even if that's the case, so nah. Put out an album and go up against them. Nah.
This the thing, right? When it gets to Grammys, and I always say this because Jay-Z has just been dethroned as the #1 Grammy award winner as a rapper, right? It was Kanye, him. I think he had one more than Kanye. Now Kendrick has more than both of them.
Okay.
So my understanding is that when people hate on Grammys from a hip hop perspective, it's just because your rapper don't got none. You know what I'm saying? Your rapper ain't in the conversation. And that's okay. Because y'all say y'all don't care about them. So if you don't care about them, shut the fuck up talking about them. But
I mean, that's facts.
But Jay-Z is part of the Grammy family. He is the head honcho. So yes, I'm gonna talk my shit about Jay-Z because he got one. He got plenty. He got plenty. 20 of them. Yeah, man, what? So that's the point. And now he's been dethroned. And now we're having a bigger conversation. Is Kendrick even top 5 now? Like, do the Grammys propel your rap standing? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean, it's a talking point, but I don't think if you was it's still a consensus, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna always talk about rappers and their top 5s and top 10s or whatever. Do I think Kendrick has the ability to be top 10? Yeah. Do I think he's there now? No. Like, you know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, and you
And that's
mean
fair
as
to
far
say.
as top 10 rappers all time, or just
Yeah.
okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
all time. Absolutely that. Like, I wouldn't just I we gotta see where these albums stack up after so long. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Is he a Hall of Famer? Absolutely, if there's a rap Hall of Fame. But we talking about top 10 based off of whatever the criteria is. I'm not sure if he's there. However, top 15 argument can be made, especially when you influx the commercial success.
interesting.
Because he got Grammys, he got Pulitzer Prizes, he got all this stuff that don't mean nothing to rappers, but they do mean stuff to recording artists, and that's where it's different, right? Are we talking about just the pure sport of rap? Because that's the case, that's something else. When we talking about like the whole spectrum of a rapper, like the whole thing, you have to talk about those things because his price is high.
Oh,
A
absolutely,
Kendrick verse means a lot.
absolutely.
Kendrick out here getting legendary rap groups they first Grammy.
Right.
So I mean, Lefty Gunplay got on, say the TV off. He said, "Hey, thank you, Kendrick, for looking out for the Latino community. Shout out to Kendrick. He got a Grammy."
So even with everything that you just stated, right? All accolades, inside and outside of rap, that wouldn't propel him to top 10 right now, today.
Who you putting him over? Like we gotta. That's a whole nother conversation we gotta have.
Because even though Kendrick's career is ongoing,
Let me say this, right?
Mhm.
He jumped Kanye and Jay-Z. We know Jay-Z is somewhere in top 5. I got him one, but I know that's a tree shaking elimination when it comes to that. So you got Jay-Z, Nas. I know you go say Big and Tupac, not you, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, just
that's
in
a
general.
conversation.
Yeah.
Just in general, right? That's 4, right? Eminem, that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say Nas?
You did.
No.
Okay.
6.
That's 6.
Got 4 more spots. Do you just put him there?
If anything, I feel like I would at least put him at 10 for right now, especially since his career is ongoing. Now, I'm not mad.
Over, would you say Kanye is the top 10 rapper of all time?
Rapper?
I know, right? Listen, he's in the genre.
He's in the genre, but rapper.
You put him in a different bucket. Like he's in a different bucket over there somewhere.
And that's sometimes that's the
see,
issue with these artists that are so multifaceted, right? Because if we're talking strictly rappers, or we talking about albums, features, things like that, because we can't. It's difficult with Kanye specifically to separate the producer from the rapper, especially when we're talking about albums.
Not necessarily. Like
you don't think so?
Because his production catalog is not always his albums. His albums are his albums. And listen, I stand on the fact that the first 5 are elite, top tier. They is what it is. Yeah. But his production catalog is a little bit outside of that spectrum. Like,
well, true. But his production includes his own discography.
Well, that's a cheat code. You can't be mad at him for his beats.
No. It's not saying I'm no.
Okay,
it's not saying
it's not like you're holding that against him.
No. Okay. I'm not mad at it, but I'm just saying. Yeah, he did produce his own albums, but if we're speaking strictly from a rap standpoint, do we separate that portion out when we have the discussion?
It's hard
because
we compartmentalize. We're trying to
exactly
create these divides as to what this is. That's why it gets tough when you have these Mount Rushmores, these top 10s, these top 5. Like those debates are going to be always ongoing because you need a clear criteria of what this is.
Oh yeah, and hey, I'm never mad at Kanye's production ever.
Oh yeah, no, I know you're not, but just for the sake of argument, right?
That's trying to figure it out, because that will play a role in if I put Kendrick above Kanye, or even in the same, like within a few spots of each other.
But I just named 6 or 7 that are definitely above Kendrick.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like if I start thinking about like certain elder statesmen like Rakim's and stuff like that, I would personally put Kendrick above like Rakim, but I know that's sacrilegious to say that out loud because Kendrick has a discography that I would go back to. I'm sorry that I was born in a certain year. I'm sorry, old people. I'm sorry.
And look, And you know I'm a Rakim fan. You know that. But I'm definitely putting Kendrick above Rakim. I understand what Rakim did for the game.
Yeah.
I understand the influence, but that's really it, right? When Kendrick has so much more that he has offered and done for rap in his career that again is still ongoing. So he's still going to add more to the accolades that he already has. So
yeah,
man.
Listen, I know, man, it is what it is, but man, that was pretty much it because we pretty much covered everything. Let us know what y'all think about the 2026 Grammys, and let us know what you think about the value of Grammys and rap, and what's the Clipse really snubbed? Like I say yes, Johnny says yes.
Oh,
we'll figure it out.
absolutely.
But in the spirit of the Super Bowl, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and we thought we'd have a little fun, man. So the Rock Nation, the Devil's Corporation, has been hosting and curating the Super Bowl halftime show for the past 6 seasons, 7 seasons, something like that, right?
Somewhere around there.
It's like the number is off, right? But it started in 2020, right? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna rank the Rock Nation halftime shows that they have curated. So since 2020, I'll just go through and run them off real quick. We had 2020, we had Shakira and J-Lo. 2021, we had The Weeknd. 22, we had Dr. Dre and Friends. 2023, we had Rihanna. 24, we had Usher. And then 2025, we have Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, sir.
We gonna try and rank these from best to worst or 1 through whatever. So, Johnny.
Yeah, man.
Let's start at who goes at the bottom.
So
let's get it out the way.
All right, man. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm only saying this, like I'm only putting this artist here because she was limited in what she could do during her performance. Now, I want you to tell me if you agree with this or not. And again, it's only because we ranking these specific ones. Okay. Yeah. I think I gotta put Rihanna there in the last spot. Now, just tell me if you don't agree. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. And it's only because she was limited in what she could really do. Like she couldn't really. She was pregnant, so she ain't moving around. She ain't dance. She can't do none of that for the sake of the baby. So I get. Cool.
I'll say this: when has Rihanna ever done a lot performance wise?
Hey man, look, she can at least do. When she was in her performing bag. She can at least do choreography. That's like the minimum, right?
Yeah, I think she did stuff. It just wasn't like whatever the over top choreography that Rihanna does, right? Like I know she does a good wine, like most of the Caribbean women, and I do enjoy that.
Of course,
but if you're talking about like a good like choreographed bag from Rihanna, nah, not so much.
Yeah.
But the performance was cool. Like it was cool.
It wasn't terrible, but it
wasn't terrible
compared to everybody else.
But I guess because I do enjoy her music compared to some of the other people we've had to discuss.
So okay.
I would not put her completely at the bottom.
So okay, I'm glad you said that because this was actually going to be one of my questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Songs versus performance. If somebody has great songs but not a good performance versus a good performance and not good songs, which one is better? Or I'm not okay. I don't mean not good songs, but like
songs you're not familiar with, songs that don't really, you don't really rock with.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a good performance should break through that.
Okay.
That's my rebuttal to that.
Okay. And look, that's why I asked.
Because if that's the case, I would say Shakira J-Lo is at the bottom.
But see,
because them songs don't like. If Hips Don't Lie gets performed by Shakira, that's cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's other songs that I know she got, and that's no disrespect to her catalog. J-Lo, for whatever it's worth, has a catalog too. They didn't do anything for me.
But the performances themselves from J-Lo and Shakira didn't do anything to push that. Hell, I just rewatched it. I didn't forgot J-Lo took her to Magic City. She was on the pole and shit. She was doing all that. It was a good performance. No, it's not enough. It's good, but it's not enough.
Me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good. It's not enough though. That's just
Okay.
that's
Hey, look, hey, and that's fine. That's cool.
so okay. If that's so, we're in disagreement of who should be last, right? I'm thinking that J Lo and Shakira should be at the bottom. You're thinking Rihanna.
Yeah.
Okay, let's cancel them out. Let's go to the next, right?
Okay.
Do you think that who's better in this space, The
Mhm.
Weeknd or Usher?
Usher.
Okay,
Wait. I'm sorry.
think-
Let me make sure I understand the question. Better in what space?
the
Like the-
performance.
I thought you meant like the
No,
next
not
one
to-
from the bottom up. Okay. No, definitely.
Well, I
Usher.
mean, because we have to talk about it. Like the only thing that I would give The Weeknd on is that The Weeknd. I'm not a big Weeknd guy. Not pop Weeknd. Like I don't know none of that stuff. Like Starboy. None of that means nothing to me.
Yeah.
So that's with all due respect.
Mhm.
But the visuals killed. The visuals were A1.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a music video we was watching.
Yeah.
But does that mean a lot to me? Not really.
Not really. Not when Usher was out there singing and dancing his ass off. He had a skate break. He went from the stage back to the field, back to the state, like back and forth. Like
Well, it's Black
Usher
History Month, so
didn't
we ain't-
say. I'm sorry. Say it again.
I say it's Black History Month. I'm not gonna really go against like too many, respectfully.
That's why J Lo Shakira relaxed.
I mean, if they did more, I don't think that like none of these performances are trash. I don't go off the deep end like some people say. Oh, it was garbage. Like no, it's not. It wasn't enough, right? You know what I'm saying? I think I've seen Shakira performances where they lived up to something else. But I'm not saying the Super Bowl has this grandiose standard of performances, but I just think it was an alright performance.
Do you know who guest starred in that Shakira J Lo thing?
Who?
Pitbull? Bad Bunny.
Oh, Bad Bunny! Shout out to Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I watched it. Like, is that bad? So yeah, no, shout out to them.
Listen, back then I ain't know Bad Bunny, J Balvin, none of them. I don't know none.
Me
Bad
either.
Bunny, all of them the same. Respect.
It's bad enough because I only know J Balvin because of the shoes. I don't know none of his music. None of his music. So
He got the song. He got the song with Cardi. I like it like that.
Yeah.
He was on that joint. That's it. That's where.
See, I ain't even know
grand
that was
opening, grand closing.
I ain't know that was him. That's crazy.
See. So,
but no,
okay.
Usher's performance to me was definitely better than.
So we going like all the pop stuff on the bottom, pretty much.
Kind of what it.
I
wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to do that.
But hey, it's Black History, but so we'll just say Rihanna and Shakira and J Lo toward the bottom. Damn.
Yes, so.
So okay, and The Weeknd.
I mean, The Weeknd got to be next.
Yeah, The Weeknd. So it's like The Weeknd goes above. No, I would say Shakira, J Lo.
So you put Shakira last. You putting them last. Okay.
I would say The Weeknd is like a slight, like, because The Weeknd at least gave me visuals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I at least remember that.
I got Rihanna, The Weeknd, then Shakira, J Lo. No. My bad. Rihanna, Shakira, J Lo, Weeknd. That's how I got it.
See, you shaking it up. All right, so now we got Usher, Kendrick Lamar, and Dr. Dre and friends. So I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. Dr. Dre is number one, and we just fighting for everybody else. Everybody else just fighting for second.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not. See, I don't think that's number one. I don't think that's number one.
You better not say Kendrick number one.
Why not? Hey, recency bias. I don't care.
That's all.
You don't care. But no, for real. So not only is a recency bias, I'll own that. I don't care.
Yeah.
But everything that surrounded that performance, like everything that went into the performance, right? So the beef, everything. I still remember the how, like the announcement, like all that for me, all that plays into it. Not only that, but having Sam Jackson out there telling the story, Serena Williams, Crip walking, the actual setup looking like PlayStation controller, like all of that, everything goes into why I put that as number one. Now, again, we gotta rank them. We gotta rank them.
The reason I say Dr. Dre is not close for everybody else. For one, is Dr. Dre in LA. I think that was chef's kiss, right?
I'm not mad at that.
Snoop. It's like the hip hop Avengers. Like, yeah, there was aunties and uncles, but you got Snoop, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, then Kendrick, and then a surprise 50 Cent. So
yeah,
like Kendrick
upside
did
down
some of, Yeah, exactly. He did some of what he did. Like his performances have always been top tier. But for him to kind of come out and do Mad City and things like that, just kind of do like he ran through what he needed to do right then and there. You had Snoop Crip walking, you got 50 Cent hanging upside down, you got Mary J coming out doing Family Affair, you got Eminem, it, Dre. Like I really enjoyed that hip hop melody because this is the first time you ever got hip hop, straight hip hop the whole time. We ain't got Aerosmith, NSYNC, and then Nelly. Like no, it's everybody's a rapper.
You know what? Okay. Let me say this. First of all, I don't like it, but I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I don't like it, but I'm rolling because you're right. Like it's the medley, and Kendrick was a part of that performance also.
Exactly.
So you know what?
And then he left 50 Cent off on purpose. 50 couldn't be a part of the announcement. You can come on the show, but you can't be a part of it. You can't be a part of the rollout.
I don't like this. Now I really hope the Patriots lose. Okay. All right. So Dr. Dre won, right? So
Dr.
who
Dre
who was 2 and 3?
Now that's where it might be Kendrick again. Like that's crazy. Kendrick number 2, then it's Usher 3. Like God, this is so black, and I love it.
It is. It is. Happy Black History Month. Hey.
Okay. So we're saying 2022 with Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop, MJB, Kendrick, and 50 Cent. That's number 1 for sure.
Yep.
Number 2, it looks like we're leaning towards Kendrick Lamar and everything that happened. Number 3 is probably going to be Usher.
Has to be Usher.
It has to be Usher. So what's next? The Weeknd?
The Weeknd, yeah.
Okay, The Weeknd. And then we just go tip for
tip. We flip-flop the last 2.
We flip-flop the last one. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Hey man, listen. And it's only because Rihanna was pregnant at the time. She couldn't do much. Listen, I remember the platform going in the air. It looked like a Smash Brothers stage. I seen it. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Got you. Hey man, hey, that was fun though, man. Let us know what y'all think about just the ranking of the Rock Nation Super Bowl halftime shows. Yeah, it's not an all-time list. It's just what they have done since 2020 to present, pretty much.
Yeah, man.
And we'll see what Bad Bunny do tonight. I'm probably gonna tap out, but it's cool. But let's get out of here on this, man. Blurred topic, blurred segment, man. We finna do a real quick movie like versus, I would say, right? We got a trilogy of sorts. We got the most renowned group in probably all of comic books, maybe debatable. You know what I'm saying? Debate. You know what I'm saying? It's up there. Mm-hmm. And then you got a lesser known group over here on the other side, but they both have a trilogy, a set of trilogies that went through. We're gonna do the X-Men trilogy, the original OG X-Men versus the Guardians of the Galaxy, volume 1 through 3. So Johnny.
Yeah, man.
We talked about this topic before. Now it's time to put up. We gonna go movie for movie, band for band. What you thinking, man?
I just don't know. Like I was
that's why we're here to talk about.
I was really trying to think through this, right? So both strong trilogies, right? Both to me, both trilogies do have a weak point. For Guardians, it's part 2. And then for X-Men, it's The Last Stand. So those are the chinks in the armor, right? Then I got to thinking about origin stories. Personally, I think Guardians has the better origin story, the better origin film.
Yes.
And then I'm thinking about the strongest movies. X2 versus Guardians 3. I feel like Guardians 3, the villain really made it. Not only the villain, but the story behind Rocket. Like it was so much build up to Rocket's past, like what he went through, and that was all answered in Guardians 3. So I think all of that was great. And then X2 was X2, right? So now it's like, how do I really compare these to say which trilogy is the strongest? I really don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that was a great talking point, because like what's the strongest movie out of all of them? X2, and there's no debate in there.
Yeah.
I think Guardians 3 is the best movie of the Guardians trilogy, but Guardians 1 is a very good film.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a very good time.
Absolutely.
And then like you have to think what the X-Men have They got everybody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was some limitations with who characters and storylines and stuff like that. But the X-Men are the known team.
Yeah.
Like they had a built-in fan base going into this film being made in 2000. The Guardians was just riding the wave of the MCU, and it just happened to work. They did it. It did well because you had a good director. You had a that knew how to juggle these misfitted characters, and it just worked. So with team films, you usually have either strong villains or like a strong one villain, or then
Mhm.
you have like maybe a team of sorts, right? Because like X-Men is ideally just Professor X people versus Magneto people. Like it's pretty much like if we got the X kids and then we got the Brotherhood. That's pretty much how that worked. At
Right.
least in the Guardians, you had like villains, like people that are pinpointed as a villain over there or an anti-hero. Like, you know, you have Nebula, who's a
Anti-hero, yeah. We can say that.
okay.
We can say that.
Yeah, okay. But you know, she just wanted to kill her sister. You know, she didn't really care about nobody else. She's like, I just want to get her out the thing. Like y'all in the way. Y'all need to move out the way, or y'all go catch it too. But but I think that would you say who has the strongest sense of villains? I mean, honestly, I still say it's X-Men, but the more entertaining villains are on the Guardian side.
This the thing about X-Men. The OG trilogy X-Men had the same overarching villain, right? Which is Magneto. So that's more of a cohesive story when you think about the three movies in totality. So that I think they have the edge there because you already know how the fuck I feel about Ronan and fucking the first Guardians. Like fucking dance battle. I would never get over that ever in my life. So you have the same overarching villain for X-Men, which is Magneto, right? In Guardians, you have three different villains. You got Ronan, you got Ego, and then you got what's my man name in the third one?
High Evolutionary.
High Evolutionary, that's right. I couldn't think of that. But with a High Evolutionary clearly being the superior villain of the three.
Yeah. Well,
so I think the villain
I'm sorry, do you count where they had like sub villains, right? Like clearly in Guardians 1, Thanos was the overarching villain. He sent Ronan to do everything.
Yeah.
Does that count in that or no?
I say no, because at the time, I don't think the Guardians even like Thanos wasn't even on their radar, so I don't think that matters.
Because like when you go like X2, right? William Stryker is the villain.
Right.
But that's because Magneto got moved out the way. but Magneto came back in X3, and he's the villain alongside Dark Phoenix. So it's kind of like, like, you know what I'm saying? You have those tit for tats with certain things. Like, it was pretty much the Dark Phoenix just chose to be with the Brotherhood. That's the only thing. And that's until she felt like she wanted to do something else.
Yep, exactly. So I think I give the villain edge to X-Men.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I think the execution well, the thing that Guardians has over X-Men is at least the director was consistent in every project. Because James Gunn directed all three.
Yep.
On the X-Men side, you had, I think it was Bryan Singer that did the first two.
Okay.
And I forgot who they gave the third one to. Whoever did Rush Hour, Brent Ratner. I want to say that's his name. But he had X3. So maybe that's where the writing kind of went left, or how the execution of certain things looked. Like visually, it still was on par with the rest of them. And I think X3 still gets overly hated. It's not as bad as people been making it seem. It's still an enjoyable watch. But mostly, you know, I think because of how the Dark Phoenix died. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what pissed people off. And maybe the Juggernaut bitch, like, you know, maybe that was a little corny for some people. I thought it was hilarious. I loved it. That was my favorite thing in back in 06, 07.
Facts. Immature.
Yeah, immature. Like, I loved it.
I don't know. It's been a while since I watched any of these X-Men movies.
Did you go watch the intro like you said you was gonna do for X2?
No.
I know you did. You just said it. You just said it to say it.
I know at the time I really wanted to, but shit, hey man, listen, when we get done podding and editing, I got a million other things to do. I ain't think
Real
about it.
Housewives. All right, cool.
Fact. Shout out to Bravo. No, just play.
But I think the edge is just gonna come to how we want to talk about each movie. Like you just gotta go, 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. That's the only way this is gonna work. Because we going through the rhyme and reason as to why.
Mm-hmm.
And we know who has the stronger movie on each side, like the strongest of each trilogy on each side. I still say X2 is up there for arguably the greatest of all time if you're talking about superhero movies. So that's something else. But if you're talking about out of the first three, X2 is one. Oh, that's easily.
Well, okay, so I bet. Well, let's do that then. So we already know from X2 versus Guardians 2 is X2. Cool.
Yeah.
So Guardians 1 versus the original X-Men. Me, I'm going Guardians.
I'm thinking. Because, right? Guardians 1 is so refreshing. It's kind of like a pleasant surprise. Like I'm pleasantly surprised that this film is good. The original X-Men is cool. You know what? I had to think about it. I'm trying to, I had to, you got to think through these things, and nostalgia is not gonna hold me on this.
Of course.
I didn't like Magneto's plan with the whole, I'm gonna change everybody to mutants, and that Senator Kelly turned to goop, and it didn't really work. So you know what?
Guardians 1.
I mean, just like you ain't liking like Ronan doing the dance battle. Like Star-Lord doing the dance battle.
True. The final boss fight was fucking trash. But I think the overall story, like you said, the refreshness of Guardians as a whole, like the way that they all met each other, like I think that story overall, to me, is better than the original X-Men.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not mad at that take. Now, I know we still got to talk about two X2 United versus Volume 2. Now, Volume 2 introduced Mantis, which is a refreshing character. Her and Drax doing whatever they do, hilarious. Ego, played by Kurt Russell, cool, but it's just like it was so many plot holes with watching that. It's like, you got millions of kids, why you picking on him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why we got to do
this? Is just the one, yeah.
Yeah, it's just this one. Like, that was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I think Ego didn't have like a good reason for you to really care about his villainy. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. And the other thing that they never addressed again in any Marvel movie ever, they told us that Star-Lord is part Celestial and never said nothing else about it throughout the duration of the MCU. Like, shouldn't he be like the strongest motherfucker out there or something?
He should be.
But even when he fought Thanos, he just pistol whipped him.
Your daddy is a god, man.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, definitely X.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But X2, you have the greatest intro scene of all time, which Johnny does not remember, and I'm gonna hold that against him until he watches it.
I watched about 10 seconds last week whatever week that was we talked about it.
Last week.
That was like, yeah, see, like, man, Tom, hey man, it's too much going on up here. Man.
But the plot of X2 was pretty much a Wolverine origin story.
Yep.
You got the insight into Wolverine and why he is the way he is. William Stryker coming out of nowhere, using his son Jason and his mental he was a mutant that had mental abilities that was even stronger than Professor X. So he was able to break into the X-Mansion. X-Mansion got messed up. They didn't rounded up all the kids on some very ice type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, I know, right? Hey, listen, it was nasty. It was nasty then. And then, you know what I'm saying, he broke into the X-Mansion, got I think he built his own Cerebro or something too, right?
Yep.
Got Jason to mind control him, and then he used it to, the plan almost worked. He almost got everybody up out of here.
Yeah.
And then I just enjoyed the political aspect of it because Senator Kelly was already on their ass from X1, which made a great continuation into X2 because Mystique was playing like she was Senator Kelly.
Right.
Senator Kelly. And then I mean, arguably one of the greatest in this, bro. Arguably, Jean, she sacrificed herself, and you seen the phoenix flying through the lake. I said, oh, peak. This is so
Peak,
peak.
peak.
Absolute cinema. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the meme cinema. it was it. And then one of the bright spots, I think it was so gangster, right? Well, I mean, if you don't remember the opening, I don't know if you remember this scene either. But they had all the X-Men pulled up into the president's office and told him, like, hey, this was gonna be. It was like, hey, look, big dog. Like, it was like, hey, I'm offering you some peace. Because you see what they out here trying to do.
Right.
And then like he froze time when the president was getting ready like to address the nation.
That I
And
remember.
it's like Storm was controlling the weather, and he was like, hey, it's been casualties on both sides. You see Cyclops crying and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Wolverine was like, hey, don't worry about it. We watching. And then, vanish, they gone. I was like, hey man, that's gangster. Like, you just told the president, hey, this what we doing.
That's what we doing.
I mean, either get with it or get lost with it, big dog. Like, hey, but X2 is cinema.
Clearly, X2 is over Volume 2.
Oh.
So wait, did you go with Guardians 1 over X-Men?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay, so we 1-1.
So
now.
we tied.
We 1-1. So now we have Guardians Volume 3 versus X-Men: The Last Stand. Where do we begin?
I know, right? This is gonna be the tussle. Because clearly in Volume 3 of Guardians, right, you got two things that really work: the villain,
Yeah,
and Raccoon Story.
Yep.
One thing that I would hold against Guardians 3 is Adam Warlock.
Okay.
I don't think that was like they teased him teased the hell at number 2. Like that was the after.
Oh yeah,
scene,
the after
right?
credit scene. Yeah,
The after credit scene from 2. And then when he came out, like, yes, he was a kid, he was immature, he wasn't, I guess, fully developed yet. And it was just like, hey man, he's just a big goof, man. And it was like, why we got him here, bro? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I looked at Adam Warlock being there. Outside of those two components, and I'm not saying they're bad components or even not to be mentioned. I'm just trying to think about the strong suits of 3, if that makes sense.
Oh
right?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
To make sure that I'm not overhyping what the movie actually is.
Yo,
Because just James Gunn after Suicide Squad, he was doing a lot. Hey man, I was like, hey man, what is this? He pulled up to the planet, we kicking niggas. Like I remember that. It was like they started yelling and we just started punching them or something. I was like, hey, you remember that?
I do.
I know, right? That was like that was kind of wild.
I wasn't necessarily that mad at Adam Warlock. Definitely a goofy character.
Yes.
I guess I dislike,
and then the way he was introduced, right? He could have almost been like Mantis. Like Mantis didn't need to be teased to just be what that was, right? And I know Adam Warlock, at least from my understanding, is a big character. So for you to tease him and then for him to be sidelined, that diminishes it a bit. It's kind of like how people look at Taskmaster, or certain people look at Ultron, or certain people look at, certain people that have been introduced into the MCU and they weren't done justice.
No, that's yes, I'm with you on that. With Adam Warlock in the comics being such a strong and pivotal character, especially in the Infinity Sagas, his live action portrayal was definitely subpar. Subpar. So yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And then this is the thing, they be recruiting, they be casting the right people. Like I like the dude that plays Adam Warlock. And I know he has a villainous side to him. Whenever you see him and stuff, he's always the asshole. But this, like, all right, bro.
It's crazy. So when we switch, when we switch over to X3, the plot for X3 was the cure for mutations, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They were like, hey, either this or they go force it on them. So what y'all trying to do? And Magneto was like, hey, we ain't going, big dog.
We're not doing that.
I see what this is. Like, Charles, you talking that bullshit. Once again, Charles, Eric was on his ass. He's like, you know what's gonna happen. Talking about insecure. And then Halle Berry was fine as hell. She cut her hair, man. She was, she was bad in that movie. You know what I'm
That's
saying? She was
that's a
talking that,
fact.
hey, she was talking about, hey, Rogue, and then Rogue being her. I hate Rogue. I hate Rogue in those movies, man. Rogue
Why?
just wanted to touch. Rogue just wanted to touch Iceman without killing him, man. And now we,
Hey man, it's valid for the love of your life,
I
right?
guess, man.
Well,
Iceman ain't the love of her life. I mean,
that's fucked up. That's fucked
I
up.
know,
But
right? I know, right? But I know you got to deal with like the whole teenage angst because like some of them are adults and then some of them are like students. So like teenagers annoy me, so maybe that's just what it is. My
that's a
bad.
fact. They
But
definitely make you rich.
but the idea that they had this cure and it was a split in the mutant community because there are some people whose mutation isn't just like I can look like everybody else and then just use my powers when I feel like it, like a storm.
Yo,
Everybody, Beast, he big, blue, and hairy paws if applicable, but you know what I'm saying? He's like he said, you don't shed on the furniture. So what are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
facts. So, do you think? I guess which plot line do you think is better? Like, I think we already determined the villain.
X3. X3.
X3 plot, yeah.
Yeah, the plot is easy because I mean, then they had the kid who was a mutant whose mutation was strong enough to like cure the mutant X gene. So you let that get into the wrong hands and you see what they were trying to do. They were trying to whoever Angel's pops was, like he was like the head of some like pharmaceutical company or something like that. So it's like stuff like that. And then I think the final fight was actually pretty entertaining. Like, hey, everybody gets together, hold this line. I'm like, yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like the shot. You know what I'm saying?
So with that, so you're saying the plot for X3 is better than the plot for Guardians 3.
Yes,
is that enough for you to give the point to X3?
I would say this: the plot and the action of X3 is enough to supersede what Guardians 3 was. As much as I love how evolutionary he was spitting bars, absolutely. But that's kind of where it begins and ends with me, right? Because at least with X3, right, you had the fight with Wolverine and those guys in the woods.
Yes,
the dude had like the wood things coming out of him, and Wolverine had nothing for that. He was getting fucked up low as speed. And then you know what I'm saying, like Jean's heel turn, like Jean's storyline was actually pretty strong. You know what I'm saying, with the Phoenix being there or whatever. I just think the only thing it was just him killing her at the end. It was just kind of like that's it. You know what I'm saying? But Magneto throwing them cars, that was
yeah. Listen, anytime Magneto is showing like the full force of his powers is different, bro. It's
the
different.
bridge.
Yeah, nah. Okay. It might have to be X3.
That's what I was saying. Like
it might gotta be
X3 X3 get a lot of hate for no reason, man. It was a lot of good in that film. I think it was just the execution of the Dark Phoenix, and that is such a beloved storyline within X-Men lore. It may have not been the best adaptation on screen. And then we don't even talk about the other one that they made. Like, you know what I'm saying? The one that remember they made the Dark Phoenix again?
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Nah,
we don't even talk about that.
We don't talk about that
one.
We
don't do that here.
Nah, facts. and I'm not mad at Wolverine killing Dark Phoenix. I mean, I think it was somewhat poetic. Like he's the only one that could physically kill the woman that he actually loves, type shit.
Yeah, the woman he should have been in love with. It's crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? She killed Cyclops, man. She got Cyclops out the paint, bro. Cyclops was grieving, and he went back to the lake to grieve his woman. And you know what happened? The ghost of like, the zombie pulled up and killed him. Ain't that something?
Nah, man. All right, I think I'm going X3. I think I'm going X3.
And I would say this, and maybe it's a little unfair to Guardians 3, right? But I really got nostalgia tied to X3. I quoted that movie, and I ain't seen that in a minute, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. It might be a little nostalgia with this little ranking I just did here.
Nah, yeah, X3.
X3
or X-Men as a whole, goddamn.
X-Men as a whole, but it wasn't as a washing as one may think,
Right.
because X-Men is, like I said, the better known team, one of the more known team in comics, one of the top tier teams in comics, right? You put them up there with Justice League type stuff, like, you know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
they up there, right? So when it goes to the other side, and then you have Guardians, which is well known, lesser known B, C list, D list characters that have a strong trilogy in Marvel, which is, everybody ain't got a good three film run.
Right.
So,
So
hey man, I love it. But we got clearly it's X-Men 2, Guardians 1.
right.
So X-Men got that.
No, that was dope. I appreciate that. We gotta do shit like that more often. I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
man. Hey man, it's all up here, bro. You know how we do, man. But hey, clearly
Yeah, man.
we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him, bro?
Listen, if you are on audio and YouTube, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us this long. If you're on YouTube, hit that comment section. Let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today, or hit us up on social media. We love to talk back and see what's up, see what y'all thinking about these topics. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. We will catch y'all next week.
Yes,
Ralph,
sir.
with that, that's episode 301. Anything left for the people?
Like we say at the end of every episode, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys for tapping into the things that me and Johnny like to talk about for this hour. And some I change when you see the faces, the logo, or the link. Make sure you share it, because OS is for the streets.
And with that, that's episode 301.
301.
And we out.
Chill. Go Patriots.
Peace.